All right, so welcome to Does It TV, and before I go ahead to say Adibami person making piano, I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody. Me just say a bright starting case where most of you know more per the right source of information. My channel and I'm be share every day, and Enra Friday na judgment in the buy no. Me no say and they am fee Kumasi be do Accra. I'm making sure say I'll get you all the facts you need. Send a beya bibia be to me Akosua kama. Me just say otamwa for no the judgment diaba. It's up to the both teams to make sure say either say about appeal or say MPD. But I have a couple of observations I just want to make. Send a beya. So what share me or better me see two. No who say this life now hunisano yeah something called karma ho. First of all, answer me start no me gidi say me fa kwanya we so na madamu ina mwase. Me ye fantin nti me peda me kasa me den fantin be me kakra. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody. Everybody obia case here start say de bia wo per information wo ba me channel no do no ba share. Some na me din kan there. I mean, I'm just a journalist. And let me give you a background to how I sympathize with Akosua Serwaa. I think I'd rather do Lumba film, you know, you could feel a couple of times as a media guy to just uncover the celebrities' name and form about just to condone the family. So I think I posted if you video now Akosua Serwaa if he America, if he Germany we do Ghana or airport or the minute I shoot this video, the whole Ghana I mean can't pen them try this video no. And the video no go viral, what I say, and to me post here no na me call post here no headline me call an ex-wife. And then I know someone who DM me and okay, oh Charlie, she's not an ex-wife oh, because here dear me, ya me see and kind of crack. Once Ghana I did the same way to me cancel it. Oh, media me I think me was in university I didn't say oh until Lumba actually made that worry no actually made that no. Allegedly people say that most of the time. Into media I didn't know. So because when I went to the house for the first time, I film my copy video. I'm saying the wife was inside. So to me, they mean say the wife put the organ. I'm coming and the wife was actually. So when she DM me and explained some things to me that she's not the ex-wife, but she's the wife, and I'm like, oh okay, I need to respect that. So then I asked myself, so but then that cool if you say I buy a bit who or no so you. So that is when I'm starting to say me a personal investigation. But let me give you this principle. I've always tell me want my personal principle me leave you for it. And for me to have my support, my everything towards Akosua Serwaa is not because of say, but I know the narrative man for ekeka abonten say ani me dey me post bibia mfa odobo ni ho Akosua Serwaa nko an na de bia me post about them. Na sika yetua meka de ene me ntumi ndi yetua meka ena me here adwuma de ama omo blogger me makoton me my integrity and I'm say look as I speak to you let me be honest and blatantly to you obi antua meka ye Akosua Serwaa and I say none of the family will be ama me penny. Okay, I'm just doing this because I feel like that is the truth. I feel like when I was in the village, I mean, who say abaya be etatai, obi kuno baby. Na woman no cry to me soon. In fact, on say crass what you call for mostly. But who say also friend then, also on ekwa habema. When I watch in crass then they will understand what I'm talking about. Ekwa habema, ne babona eswanyama also ujana ade. This woman sometimes I was too young in my village. Ewa, woman about Orusu. But yes, what's the abesi original kun, and I could see the tears. Intimate share between them, me support besi be a sebi you, obi wa kwata no ho there ebia. Me funny adosun. Right? There are so many guys out there, you can get your own. So after further investigation, I'm gonna know. Then it's better off to stand with my principle I've always. Imagine that me party me support besi a sebi is me I don't know. Me too my can there. Odobonyu okoda duma because that time we share that duma na wawa enti menfo abuburebe nyina nkuma nya bi obi ne kuna kwakwata ho. That one is just by the way. So I just want to clear this that obi antua mekaw But I just want to appreciate people that have been calling. Like, you see, this is my other phone, right? Look, if I'm to open to you, the number of calls I may receive about people living outside the country and their personal observation about the ruling, it tells you that Ghana, the justice system, people are having some doubts in our justice system. The Chief Justice have a lot of work to do to make sure that Ghana justice system now be now where you were losing interest in. We will to rectify that problem. And to me, me clear that nobody has paid me. And I really appreciate the support that people are calling to encourage me. You are doing so well. We like how you ask your questions. We like how you are always getting us the information. And all that feedback, and I want to take this opportunity to say thank you. I really appreciate it. And as I said, and I'm never giving up on this. Every information I need to educate public about this whole issue, I'll go ahead to do it. I'm just doing this video because I think that a number of times I mean your DMs, a man who accused me there. I mean, my coach is kind of me promote to Akosua Serwaa. In I mean, can be from more double. My main can sure. I have a principle. My principle is that I will never support anybody. Sebi me if we now don't company the Robini Kunoka Kwatar. Nete, Yeminia Besia Crampa, if you don't take, I will even disown you. Ain't something like this, no matter the contribution, will contribute to that woman in life. Of course, I will never disrespect her. Because Anya Crampo, one read the Bama that will wait to be there. But we are seeing when said, I can't say my one can't say anything. One start to 15. Look, you see this glass. You see this glass. If you want to talk about this glass, it's period in Suduguma. You cannot pour water in the middle here. It has to start from here. From down one somewhere then walk on top. So those of you that will come and you begin to talk about the issue within the middle here, no, talk about the down here. Because without the down here, this issue over here will never hold. Atasi, but we knew it in Suguma no ema. But in Sunin to fen middle hard. Like this is the middle, this is the top, this is the down. You have to start from that. Did that down had where silly, well silly down and son a tum the gum to a jina or begina 15 So those of you who are talking about the whole issue are starting from the middle here. Go and talk about the down here. If we're able to solve the problem of the down here, here's not even a problem at all. Right? So be the food here. That's one far trail now and see what. Look, I always say that sometimes so obito, you can have your success at the top of a tree. But unless you get a ladder and say to me jina dance and akwakoshe, akoyi demand the free ho. Into if I call all the ladder and be see what that more send the person obobuawa obetumi aboa mu atena ladder no so. Alfu atwede na kwakodi baby because your success at the top there. You cannot jump and go for that success. You cannot fly and go for that success. You have to get some steps. As I say, like actually, answer the two my top wako you success. Or you perform more made the match in this one. Only no be the real person. You perform what's the work. So those of you that want to talk about the issue, you start from the middle and talk about it. Or don't. I'm not disrespecting her. I will not disrespect any other lady. But you just have to tell the truth, and the truth will set you free. You see, Intimwa, you're accusing me that I am taking money and I'm supporting other Brony and posting stuff about. I just want to make it clear to you that I've not taken any money from anybody. I'm just standing for the truth. I'm standing with my principle. And any other day, any time, I will support Akosua Serwaa. Any day, any time. Whether she has not even paid me. Look, since they started this issue, let me tell you, I've been going to court first day, second day, third day. The only time a man called court, time I'm here cross examination of Mami Ernestina, Mami Ernestina Fosu, Frimpoma, and Mami Georgina. These are 2 times per minute to court. Minti a crowd, minti kumanse. Sometimes me fa bus, ahamachi, VIP bus, na me team, ahamachi. The last time I call a mushe video, na me say no marks. Let me tell you, I go do a man paste simple. Let me paste here. No man jarry. Man wash my name because me do kumasi and who some more court, then I had to rush and go to the courtroom. Obiantu ya mekaye. In as much as me post video na a man for share me want my platform say aircon and so. Besides, I can still decide say you so many bloggers, so many social media influencers are no more to Accra. They were not going but they were still creating their content from other places. I'm just say they got their numbers, they got their views, they got their money. But for me, I decided not to even focus on the money part. I decided to make sure, say, I'll feed yen mamine papa mono mo abrochire na mo ni Ghana hana amount for two futugu amount for any also especially TikTok live in this around. I wanted to set myself apart to make sure, say, every information be I'm to about TBN is accurate. So anybody they can rely on those information. And I want to just say that God bless the lawyer Kusi for first day I could do her. And I make who I'm a lawyer say anything to me, so bet you grant me interviewer. They need dear me a call out to say me. I'm just with my early 30s, me worry. I'm just in my early 30s, okay? Me worry. And for him to grant me that respect to talk to me is something I really revered. And who told this other body lawyer sometime after court I don't talk to them? The last time say, a court or sit down, video been announced or sit down and make a so can you just brief the media or no, they won't talk. I'm okay, fair enough. If you won't talk and somebody's ready to talk, and because sometimes you see some of the distorted reports na go the other side, it support the other side in internet. They don't have any problem with that. Send a man for back and say fake certificate, you know. These are some of the bloggers who went there, who were there. That the moment you say fake certificate, it means that it is going in their favor in the eyes of the public. But Akosua Serwaa there be, unless you get some people to stand up to say any crap. So that is why lawyer Kusi me call an officer in commodity demuno. Or they marriage certificate, you know, cry the editor me and me post video my bonteman for whom say this is the copy of Munye fee Germany at the buyer. I will come to that. What I say. So I just want to make this one clear. Say Obi Amika. And couple of people that have say ebinum after me personally are rewarding me from their own generosity. You know, sometimes when you check my videos, you see a number under it. Ebin to move free, oh a branch here, oh boy, whom the coupon show. Remember we be kakra their tones you. It is nice. Yamia can't mean Sira will be as will be into Amika. Ejumana me and Ejumana me and so many say we met Yamika. May yes say and no credible ever daddy. So if you're even watching me and somebody will be catching, so I want to reward you, oh send me one number. Why not? I'm doing the work and they have seen the work that I'm doing, they want to reward me. I don't have any problem with that. But please don't go and create an impression, say I've been paid thousands of dollars for me to promote Akosua Serwaa. I haven't been paid. And I don't want to wait for somebody to come and pay me before I do the right thing. You cannot buy me. My conscience, my intelligence level is too huge that I will never be letting my own level of intelligence to deny myself the truth and for somebody to pay me to say some things which are not true. I won't do that. At least if I do that, I'm just insulting the level of my intelligence. I'm just insulting my own father who sacrificed to take me to school because I have a sense of reasoning. And the sense of reasoning I'm talking about here is that you have a power to diagnose any other issue. What's nasi? No, I analyze it. If you want to take a position to support somebody, I don't have any problem with that. I'm not saying that all Ghanaians should support Akosua Serwaa, but for me, after analyzing everything, I feel like this woman rather need to celebrate it. She need to, as I say, a bona basumpo. This woman need to be studied in terms of level of her patient, her level of humility, and how quiet. The way I think I wrote something on my page the last time I posted something about her. I would prefer say me read the actual, and I tell you say, at dear metrofa no I saw some people coming. I'm for they came into my DM. You know, why are you always posting Akosua Serwaa? Hey, now they will tell you saying why you say them say look. Me de munim tra. Me say me tell who nimpa bia ntia buchiri. Me nim amam for mutia buchiri. But anya cramp yet tin some aye dem omo kan fa ho. What you say? Na so omo kan kire wa ho no be hu say indeed it is not easy. Nti ade we na me trofa ne ho ma me read infan kire or say Akosua Serwaa is the kind of woman who never destroys. TNU. She's the model of a wife every man should pray to have. She helped build a legacy and refused to let the man's flaws break what she worked hard to create. She's patient, loyal, and steady in character. She carries herself with a grace, chooses peace over chaos, and stands firm even when tested. Her strength is quiet but powerful. Her humility adds depth to her beauty. Pray to have a woman like her in your life. Her silence is a golden tool that exposes every lie with time. I wrote this on my TikTok page, and this is the video that I posted with Akosua Serwaa on my TikTok page. You can go there and check it out. So for me, making my stance known to support Akosua Serwaa is not any monetary gain. It's because I want to stand for the truth. and the truth will definitely set you free. I'm just doing this video to clear so many misconceptions and so many DMs that I may receive. Saying, you can see, I went to Adisada College. You can see from here, right? I went to University of Cape Coast. I'm not just an ordinary. I respect myself so much that I'm not sure somebody can buy me. But if somebody will reward me with my work, so be it. I really accept it. And those, later, I said, God bless them. God bless them for blessing my hard work. Because this, so let me give you something. And I don't record their names, but yes, they have done that. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you. Those of you that requested from Momonama and then you send me something to buy fuel, I want to say God bless you. God bless you so much. Whatever, baby or fast, can free be and coupon and can show name. I'm a Christian, so I believe in giving. And so be if you na kumamu iya dear the man, minim say insure the away tree into moi, my MBB silence, and coupon the insure non yamokese. Amen. And in I just wanted to clear that misconception. And two, Bibi Koso Enra Ewa United Showbase. But before I go out to say that, Yami had much na lawyer Kusi will file the appeal. I remember say you na me call in the office na ni din komo. Even a hokra no or appeal no some of the issues are, but they want to get the judgment on Monday, which is Yami had much na. To the team, the entire team no, they will study the entire judgment, no, and then they will look out for the flaws in it and then appeal. And there was a video here about Bontia. For now, and I don't want to show it on your screen. Video no a timer. Look, you see, Abrofono on such 2000 something no more civil marriage in our Germany our court one. Video about Bontia that Lumba air sign. That Lumba air sign interpret video about Bontia and pretty sure say it will add up to the appeal now they court. Unfortunately, I don't know. Say as a video no say they can't first one we can't tell, but I believe that appeal is very, very necessary. Obi be obi took lawyer Kusi for say man call for appeal no. I'm sure say the person is on the other side. Our person no. So even if they will go to the Supreme Court to make sure that this woman will be vindicated, I will support it any day, anytime, and I will follow them as well. So on Monday, which is tomorrow, lawyer Kusi as a menene din common or kind, they are going to submit the appeal to make sure. But remember, say appeal, near judge back open the better now. So get me and son. 3 judges in the better now. So and 3 judges, you know, ye buana se mienu ne baako and I said 3 netian say appeal no patch said judge 3 ni na betumi agi atum baako betumi agi atum miensa betumi reject miensa betumi ni na betumi agi atum. They say yes. So there are so many ways and means ye betumi awini appeal. And 2, appeal no, so you are not going to really submit any idea but if there's a need for additional information, additional evidence here, then they will go through to do that. Until appeal need here, say we tell me my catch is a bebaso. Because many lawyer could see in common Friday in our office, all the 2 just appealed bebaso. Then now I know because many about videos so a video and I'm sure say this time around is on social media. What is on social media or not, the video will appear. Until appeal quandia appeal no a benya baso. Until say we tell me and say you have faith that everything is possible. What I say. And the lawyer could see that I know. And I want to take the opportunity to say, God bless the lawyer could see. Look, a man for the lawyer could see a term, a man for Kanyamope, Modinato, Nimikasa, lawyer could see to say, look, some of you don't know the passion at which a lawyer could say, the assembly. Say, if you know her, several times I've been to her office, client, Ababe Gunechi, right? You call the chamber, a man for Bahwa, as I say, or I turn it to. Now, the case no take it, but you go there, he was always making sure say Akosua Serwaa docket is ready. No, our friend junior lawyer back, lawyer Henry back na say bra. Say you could see that he will always me call office who am say no. This man no because if me catch say Sikakra no OG Akosua Serwaa case we grandpa anchored is not enough. This man is dedicated to make sure say the sanctity of our marriage our Ghana and be protected. So we are not going to give room for people to come. But I want to take this opportunity to appreciate lawyer Kusi for his support in there. Then of course, remember I said Abusia Penny lawyers and other Bonny lawyers, no, they were fighting for one cause, even though different chambers. So mostly no, they come back on the margin at the boom. Like Kusi on law chambers and on the platform, junior lawyers no new age. So sometimes I believe in him. He's a very competent lawyer. You know. So what courtroom one or your cross examination and who say yes, lawyer Kusi is a very competent lawyer. Me jidi say case ni wadi ni yi. Or nipa me cancel 100% perfect. Or ba na wo no. But then if you are watching, have faith in the lawyer that he will fight to make sure say the final verdict will be in favor of your Madam Akosua Serwaa. And as I said, the video that I'm talking about, I'm not going to show it here, but I will show you some excerpts, a picture of it. That is the picture I did show a penny or court from catcher so charge for but well I very say near Kahono. And I make a so first of all, I want to say this. Your courtroom honest and kaya court and anka say swear no for Bible. Me, I'm a Christian, right? But Yankupon offer no ball on turning tip. That day at the courtroom, we na questions say bisa busia penny or doboni the witness na the church training na enuni ewa hase. What I say. And one thing I want to really appreciate the judge and say, oh my who crime and media for this is the reason why. When him say cross examination na dey course or court we na or tem wa for no ma ho kwan am nsem tro for ye ko ho mani na pia bonten. Nti o say pia bonten one gas out to oben say no asem we dey there's no way Akosua Serwaa betimi ade edincho. And it's me na ya disappointed because the cross examination everything across or court won bia ni na den epia bonten to bia bi hu ete ye ne course wo ho. Nti one gas out tie hu ne course wo ho aben say na I think this one there is way until judgment in the bar it's a little bit confused. People are not happy. Sana me kind I don't want to pass any comment. I bet you contempt for court. Until I don't want to say anything about it, but one customer who near the Akosu. So until me can say lawyer Kusi will file the appeal tomorrow, and then from there we put it from there. But let me say this. And I said, "Kami kwa papa shi nuka san ko UTV," because for what I've seen, they said the entire despite media platforms in Inano, ever since a case whereby indirectly they always seems to be professional in terms of their approach. But if you have an eye to see, you see say they are always having some sympathy for Odoboni. Of course, Akosua Serwaa, MC Eboa, Vida, Omina Kakam, Omajinchre, and I respect that. And these are people that I've looked up to most of the time. So maybe Mejina to belittle the level of intelligence because they also express their opinion. The way I mean one opinion, almost one more opinion. But sometimes I a call extreme to the extent that he seems to suspect a woman who built the career, the man you are celebrating today. What do I say? In as much as say you may not agree with her, so the case in the court to become one. You don't need to say something to belittle to or to try to say as if you said this woman, the woman you are supporting, there was somebody. That Lumba, if you have quabruch, and friend that Lumba, different charge, Kojofosu. Okushia or baby or no bar no buano. I may dini bayet from Charles Kojofosu that Lumba in terms of the show base. In Tinipacon buano, I didn't bay that Lumba no. Ye munanimtia. Ntianra near course or UTV no, Smunamu here. And I thank God said, Ulamakio, EBA, no many sukakra. But then, Vida can send be a major say, of course, I said, be a communication expert, and sometimes before you also come on TV to talk about some of these things, you need to also research a little bit. Sometimes, but there are some they call court. Now, me the picture, the abase picture we, a picture, me a worrying me try. And an impana on me call court, or did some the picture way the bar, obey fontino, obey make sure or object. Listen to this. That person will object it. Because on himself, me ya na say judge na agituma pe me admit ya pe on only case bia. So here, the only problem, the only trump card for Akosua Serwaa was the marriage certificate. So the marriage certificate, near 10 say what does say genuine and say genuine crowd or mote lawyer Kusi tender ina. There always be an opposition from Odoboni ni abusuapeni lawyers and say omunjintum. So now it's up to. So now no me this a original. Me lawyer Kusi this a original. And now Odoboni ni omso lawyers be this because the moment you allow that evidence to be tendered in here admit it is going to close the case into we object it. So now what happened is that maybe say me ni lawyer come here din komo lawyer come here chechiremu I can say ebasa the power now lies our courts and the courts make me determine they have so many ways of doing that. Enti eno na madam vai the begina be kan say ani and the document the about say no. When I allege you have to go and prove. Me prove it itself picture way, picture phone way me media. What's it phone in media? Me say phone dim sika na toy. What's it because when himself phone way me ya the ba na say judge to my pay case na den. So now the only trump card for Akosua Serwaa was the birth certificate. Marriage certificate rather. Marriage certificate near the aba. Yeah the ba I expect to say Odoboni lawyers will object it. To object here, what now left is that court in a bit may determine say marriage certificate not bad, a fake and I say fake. That is why now in within the court omit me law any church use law. The law will streamline how to authenticate that document in a and say a correct. And no lack I'm sure say the speed at which the DSM can also contribute. Because that is a matter of fact. Otemofon bet me afre, otemofon bet me akono my resem say paper cho. All the people wey dey abre me. Obia can say no the buy say correct because it's a different country. Different country people document into I'm not familiar with that. The opposition is opposing. So what do? The judge or the court registrar can easily write to Germany embassy or any other German embassy. In fact, the Ghana embassy foreign affairs ministry can just sign a letter, even place a call. A video conference call, something like that, even colon to find out, say, I've received this document in my court, and I want to know the authenticity of this document just for own background check. I'm sure the court has a power. The court has a power to do something like that. The judgment for me, I didn't hear anything like that. Atemwa, judge na sembo kanya na you be one say, "Osi me kotina say, me I know somebody in Germany. I've called that. I know what has gone on, but I don't want to talk about it." Into a horror it sound a little bit, so I don't know what has gone on. Then Akosua. And a lawyer Kusi kind. So anyway, I don't want to talk about it. So there's a way now Olama can say there's a way we can verify. But look, since our judgment to a buy, be afraid me be from Amonani. But let me tell you this. If you know you have called me to discuss anything with me, I really respect the privacy of people. Me yes uncle for na TMU. Me yes uncle for na sebi obi frɛ o mo record it no me da come lawyer na abo court obi afrɛ privately na oni udi nkomo no sebe unu abema na abefa o na o se yenware o na sebe oni wawo na wa frɛ no oni udi nkomo utumi record it no ema nne wanka se unu abema ni nua pani sister akobɔ mo court de agu nanimu ase nti ewie court obetumi akɔnche na kodi nkomo what I say indirectly no so no cry is your bear mother because no mother free money no obi otumi record na ne baby father na sister me can say me yes ankofo ni bia. So if you know you have called me any day anytime, I want to assure you that I'm not that type of person. I keep my privacy. On say me as some by email I've received so many calls, people calling me all over the world, especially from Germany, France, Canada, UK, US, everybody. Obia catch them say certificate na the coin. That is how it is. Timbisa who say the bar did a court in the year just to verify from claims I buy. Two, picture beer or double need to buy so omuye no mucha no. Look, there's a forensic audit, cyber security. So now no omu admitted that picture. Lawyer Kusi raised concern about that picture in Photoshop. So lawyer Kusi, so now odoboni abusia pani adikan na yihu. Say omuwie krom twa picture. Now here no lawyer Kusi say raise options say Photoshop. So now what happened is that the judge can easily send that picture to forensic audit for them to check. Hey, look, every picture can be verified whether it is original, genuine or not. You have a way of doing that. Cyber security or mechanical. When you determine that in your judgment you right to say people picture na buy no per investigation one who say because everybody wants to prove that nobody about is genuine. It's up to the court to use the law to determine what I say is admissible or not. So now I be saying say otembo fan admit say picture na lawyer Kusi raise concern say a Photoshop no. So how do you even admit that to even authenticate say lawyer Kusi has more case Photoshop and the crime saying the crime that picture can be taken to cyber security. In fact, they will verify easily for you. So you know that people are misleading the court because this is a Photoshop or it's even genuine. That was not done. I didn't see anything like that in her ruling. I'm yet to read the full judgment. Well, that is why I raised so many concerns. So I believe that I'm just responding to void and answer kind, which means that sometimes the power lies on the annals of the court to sometimes determine nipa kwane document no they are either genuine or not, especially when it involves pictures, videos, and everything. What I say? NTM UTV now, and you see, I'm so like Kusi apologize or me say, and there was a party at the studio entertainment review. Of course, your client, the one you were supporting, you know, now she's on in our winning. You have every right to jubilate to do everything. But some of the comments you pass on the show, no, hey. And I remember one woman even called me, or friend, no, say she once went to Germany, and Germany, no, not one who said, obi kona kola bi shenechi na awo horse no be say hwan na kona won because that my wife na kona Akosua Serwaa sabra na Akosua Serwaa wo akwala ba kontina akwala ni so no say woman na ni edi pa o say oh Lumba wife no na dan for the Lumba wife no say oh okay. So there are some people who saw the struggle of Akosua Serwaa. In fact, Lumba bi kra frame catch them say because of that Lumba jumina boy say aware pa no or so aware we there oh minya crank me bo kra na oh e be copyright e wo me car nim. In fact, that is a song that my boss, my born numerous, or so worry when ya obinya yank and break. Yes, I could say obinya because at that time I'm told, say, even some of her own family members were not happy how now if they don't do that Lumba to the extent said she was ready to do anything for that Lumba. Anyway, maybe I believe say that Lumba debut yet be in a ABO, ye didn't be the unqualified saying Bibisa because. Usha nyo bomo Akosua Serwaa na Akosua we yemani na echi. Oh, and see, I just want to make this one clear. Say, first of all, lawyer Kusi will file the injunction tomorrow. There's a video that I'm sure said to add up to already existing evidence, and I'm hoping say, look, you can say whatever you want to say, but I've cleared the air. Say, obi into Amika, obi ade into Amika. Into where I didn't say obi into Amika, and I'm promoting. No, nobody has paid me. And two. There are so many issues I'm just say in the ruling, no, you become one sem because me hey testimony. So your testimony, you the call and I was in the courtroom and I saw all of them, you know, and to see that whatever that in the course or honor, it wasn't recognized, and some of them were not even young muscle. And one thing is that courtroom one before judging Babano, judging can say 11 o'clock. Or started ruling neck 2. Before that, Odoboni lawyer no. That law firm no the laptop si ho na anwume no wo aye no obo ndwumo timuti sina bu Japan cry kan UTV no na obo aye nti judge nko awuram krampo na obo no ti ase na obo oh just very comic anwuma no obo no won kasa ebo ndwumo ho. But there's something I want to say abu Japan enra say UTV ba oba me whoever or two for sebra UTV be kasa enra no. You see, and you be no quiet interviews near idea who you know. I'm not focusing one semester. Me YouTube now by and run to me. If I'm a communication expert, me and can me too for some can over. Send me cancer papa she YouTube no quite here. And of course I understand because the entire program I am with sometimes you support him. This time around and you book flight. In fact, me can't book flight because one can so try flight. Flight to blog subscribe at Chiwa airport to try video. Come on, I'm over drew here. I can't watch some UTV. And of course, you on the platform since the show only start here, no, or my support you. So it is good to say over her cry. Maybe and cause me, I don't have any problem when you show your affiliation to someone. Send me support to Dobro, you know. Akosua Serwaa, I'm sorry to say that. Me support Akosua Serwaa, no. I can't prevent somebody from not also supporting Dobro, you know. Until when I buy any me to me, a bad I'll buy, no. A coming quan can but waba. Once I'm back on Enra, how can you say court document a court adia too? We see we are cooperating with him. That was happening. Enra dear. No. Me say no, I won't say Enra na me show no cramp me jai. Because won't say be over kind. Say an year interview. Right? And na me can say, "Wo abusia pani, wo ko gina adaka mai toto ano." Wo say won hwehwe mu ne patches Akosua Serwaa ye gya na ware. Wo hwehwe mu no ye gya na ware no doboni na ye ware no. Na obegina adaka mu di saa dance no. But before obegina adaka mu bi di saa dance no, wo ye hwehwe mu no abra ye di 1 week ni wie ye. Ye di 1 week ni UTV na e frɛ na obie wa no ka kire o mu sɛ, wo ka kire ma mienu sɛ, you see o ka this tape no kwasha ka bɔ ho. Wo see ye di 1 week ni wie happen na ofa ma mienu ka kire o mu sɛ, sɛ na ba ya asomdwe beba ntino mu mienu medi kuna no. Tie ni yo. Wo see wo mienu medi kuna. na o ka kire omo usu ye nhwehwem wie no medi kuna wan kasa wo se wa ye nhwehwem ahu se Kusi se we gya na aware a wo begina court se gya na aware enti court nka so dobo nipa na ye oyere no wo bedi esa danse no ewo ana nipa ba ko ye ka kire on se ni ma mienu kodi kuna na obi a so ko ye nhwehwemu ahu se Kusi se we gya na aware e ba ne se na afere ko frɛ ma mienu so medi kuna ma ne ye indeed se nhwehwem na ye no cry na se no cry. And the saddest part, the one that pains me more, is say, "Yeah, the picture be chira wa say, ye bisa say, like bisa say, pepa cho hwan no hono se me hu chas kode fosi ba account dem ni no. Me hu na ni mu yie. Hey, the same person who na wo say, a year no say, me de bia me ka say court mu ho pa ne. Me e ka me nkwanka Bible ne Quran ne ade anka say di bodua. Say me say me twa ntora e ho na tender strike me to dead. Ka ho no be hu. Hey! Me posted video no. Me posted there was a comment that I read in one of the posts that me here. Obviously I was a penny way. I'm sorry elder. I was a penny make sense oh no. I won't speak yeah. No because I say I we court case where I won't share here because man will bet me and I'm so no I don't want to repeat that statement because me just said that was unfortunate statement so I don't need to repeat that. There was so many inconsistency, let me put it that way, in the witness statement of almost all of them. So now the power lies within the court and say, oh, ebia minyesi and I say minyesi. So for me today, me uploaded this video just to let you guys know that I feel very disappointed in the judgment because I have a right to say that I'm disappointed in the judgment, right? 2, I believe that I'm using the word we have because I support Akosua Serwaa 100% and I'm never going to back out. No attempt of intimidation, no attempt of insult, no attempt of anything, allegations will let me stop supporting Akosua Serwaa. And Olama kesu kan bibi, Ola say, oni hwehwe mu no hu say that Lumba a file ne ma 4 ni na ma file mo become they are not citizens of they are German citizens because German that Lumba a German inti wa file ne ma 4 with odoboni am citizen the last time the last born we be market 2 years guy no boy ne nanka o file dia ma no so be citizen na mbisa am say enra papa shi kan show ni say enama Akosua Serwaa so ena that Lumba because Akosua Serwaa person and I'm not so na that Lumba it mean citizenship so I'm asking myself Akosua Serwaa ebreye ebo that Lumba ameni nya citizenship onya citizenship no met me catch at the time that Lumba Ghana that was the time Ejidi said now we're doing the peak of his career so that was the time Ejidi said that was the time Kubenya he'll be having time with the family with the kids and everything no abaya we be shame remember at that time Odobo in 2006 something that they met she was a young girl. And as I speak to you, and the only thing that baffles me is that even at the court, Otembua for an abre to Odoboni witness now, no be saying say Odoboni at that time I shared that 2006 can we didn't fear saying. The lawyers no object here catch it Debbie. More money, my lord. We said that this is something personal information. Then no, like no, he has to answer that question. I want to know at that time how old was because he is here to testify for the second respondent. Let him answer. And my lord can say, okay, fine. You know what? You can choose to answer, you can choose not to answer. You give that option to the witness. And I'm saying, I can say, and it the one can. Because me catch also so obo age na, you know. And I'm catch say there are so many things to be here. And I'm asking, is there any other way we can really find the real age of the Princela at the time she met that Lumba, and that's what you even get to know. That would be very serious matter. But he disclosed. Yes, it wasn't disclosed there. So I believe say, maybe what has insisted so it is not adding up. And see, I believe that appeal really going to help. Whoever would advise say my name ya appeal no dear media ya dream appeal no dear my name Russell. Ye kwa there will be additional evidence I bet you say whether say Akosua Serwaa will win this case or not. What I say. And in your course no So I can make me cast an banner. I want to take the opportunity to say thank you guys for supporting and always contributing under my videos. Make sure that you drop your comment at the comment section. Number 9 another screen is you can text me on WhatsApp. Okay, that is my social media number. So whenever you call me, when the phone is with me, phone any. So number 9 at that screen is on the phone. Two frame be another phone woman chamefa. But now me the video na me personal number and kasa. And this all frame if you want my personal number. Sometimes this phone is not with me. So when you call, maybe I may miss your call. But when I come back, I respond to every call, every text, everything. But if you want my personal number, you can, right after watching this video, you can easily even call or text this number and ask me for my personal number. I will just give it out. But as I said, when they start the appeal tomorrow, I will try and get confirmation from there. Even if I'm supposed to call lawyer Kusi for the exclusive interview, I will. And this time around, we are going to make sure, yeah, my man for me to finger a man for any. And see, you may say, if you are watching me, let's say, and my name is Ghana for me, will change now soon because of this judgment. And see, because they know they have been there. Look, Akosua Serwaa, as man I make me buy me say, Papa she say, and I'm Akosua Serwaa so, and that Lumba in your citizenship. At the time that Lumba ni peak and can couple be sure no, and I already or corner basa. And see, even if it is 17 years ago, how old was Kevin? How old was like a man? Me no. But that time they needed the love of a father. This woman single-handedly raised her. Me say, when him how is he raising kwala wa brochiri? I raise you and kwala we our brochiri. I will way mu. Onunkwao. You and I, we are not there. That the Lumania Akosua say, you don't know how conversation I'm having behind the scene. I raised this woman away, and that was the time. 2006, I'm told don't be share a picture because according to what because only dated for 4 years from 2006 2010 or so. No. By that time, that Lumba now on your wife. But now date you be cool. Into a honor, imagine woman now bre. I yes, no be shame. Then into a man you couldn't want my back because Kaji Kaun said that Lumba came to Ghana before and so yes said you 2013. What I say? Woman, I be shame, Ubi Kunu, I be shame, son, that date 2010. And so on the catch us on in age answer, oh, open so. I'm an abay. Ababe and the one in our kwala obana and nam ono so awukunu no that lumanya citizenship no and that lumba ede ono sa people no afile dem awo ma mesi omo ye German citizens aw betimi akọ Germany akọ abayi ne forgetting that it was one woman who sacrificed everything to make sure say so such a woman hey why that lumba also do that hey lumba me did say bia you did on woman be di anko Bibi course over back. Because that's how I believe it. Because we see an engine problem. Akosua Serwaa possibly no do idea. I just say poor koda sentiment. Na da bana poor koda sentiment. And this is script about. And I say cheddar. Na bibi ko ho ana. But oni na echi. Aden. Me tena se adwen hudi say na mka say uni obi mbreda. E me bi nton da. Especially na maya so young girls na maba. Mo dia mo nnim asem hu bebia mo support mo keka mo cassette ya na Akosua Serwaa say wo nyine ba be ina beto be ina beto. So for me, I have my biases. My biases here is that I always speak for Akosua Serwaa, no doubt about that, and nothing will destroy my brand. And you see, I do it professionally because I wouldn't come here to insult the other party. I don't know how to do that. I can't even insult someone. But I'll apply my level of intelligence to make sure that all my approach is a very respectable one so that people will not lose the respect they have for me. And I will not stick too low to the gutter to argue with someone who has already turned a guilty conscience. Now I feel the creating him cramp now. I won't do that. So please, into me no lama can win echi. Nakosa we echi. Or be using that akofali the money ma. Please, if you're watching me, let's say winning Prince Land, a cool school from JHS Primary School, just let us know. Because age need to finding out. And my catcher like say age need the almost more the answer appeal not the quiet. Yen finding out. Since our bone crew since yen finding out at what age. And then they won't hear me pan. Because you could age now, you guys will know. And I mean, do you know people that I blame? I also blame the family of the parents of Prince Lofosu at that time. I don't also blame them that much too. because senior lawyer could say cross examination or say now when you start biba mufie it at that time kramonka. And the most saddest part is that we do level 200 no, and that Lumba courtroom and say onja school no jaye semiti hey papa boka de minua ba e de na corporate JHS SHS akọ nursing level 200 na odi 200 we ko hia be ma bi yes star si onja school no no metina fi no nso wajai na papa no maame nso magina o mahwe no timi say ka mo boy na se mo be train mo ba ni na wajai because sebi oni celebrity bi a oware obi kunu etwempona. Even if at that time she was naive because she was too young at that time. I don't want to mention the age because like we say cross examination na person about age no can say I put it to you say at that time the girl was 14 years. I said no. The witness say I don't agree. So at that time she was too young. Next baby say Akosua. Are you trying to tell me say within 4 years in the parenting one some mobile say it's okay. There's so many things that me do be a meka. But thank you very much guys for watching. And as I said, you know, there's more that will unravel, and I need to say that say if you're watching me, Mama Babumbu, have faith, and I believe that lawyer Kusi is doing so well to make sure say we get the case, you know, done. Ain't appeal in the basic be and made the information bebrem. All the updates in there with the bebrem our YouTube channel also. More subscribe here, more like it. I like the fact that you guys engage me under the comment section. I like it because the more you drop your comment, the more YouTube also recommend the video for other people to watch. So I don't take the opportunity to say thank you for watching. Any updates, don't go anywhere. You just have to stay here on all my platforms. My name is Isaac Dan Patromia Fanti. Yes. I'm just in my early 30s. And that is why I'm very, very careful about this. Maybe maybe. But I don't see myself doing that. But never say never. But for me, I'm not sure this will ever happen to me. I'm not sure, never. I will say it, never. Even if I'll do that, I'll just divorce my wife and go for another person. But I'm not sure I'll ever get married and get divorced. I won't do that. I think it's something that I pray that it never happened to me. And I pray that God will give me a marriage that will have a peace of mind, that will cherish my wife, that will love her so much, that will not let anybody use juju or anything to sway my mind off away. That's what I'm praying to God. That God, and I know that God will grant my prayers. Amen.